Hey, first graders, it's Mrs. Compton, and we are going to do some math. So one of the things that I love to do is called Notice and Wonder, and it kind of helps me remind myself that math is really everywhere, and I can prove it by just looking at pictures. So I'm going to ask you about this picture right behind me, and I'm going to ask you, what do you notice? And maybe even, what do you wonder? All right, so I think it's a good time to hit pause so that you're looking at these circles here. And I want to know, what do you notice? All right, hit pause. Okay, I'm going to take some guesses. Did you tell your teacher what you noticed? Okay, I'm going to take some guesses. I'm going to guess somebody said some of the dots are black and some of them are green. But actually they're not black, they're actually purple. So maybe you noticed they were different colors. And let's see, what else? Well, I'm gonna guess you probably counted all the dots in all. So maybe you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 purple dots. And 1, 2, 3, 4 green dots. I'm gonna guess that some of you even counted by twos for that. 2, 4. Maybe you did groups of 2 for all of it. Maybe you thought about it as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Maybe some of you thought about it like that. So there are 14 dots in all. And let's see, I'm going to put a little dot right there to keep track of my thinking. Actually, maybe I should put a star, not a dot. We have too many dots going on. Okay, so maybe you thought 14 dots in all, but how many groups of 2 are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 groups of 2 dots. Trying to think about what else you may have noticed. So let me see here. Get rid of some of my lines, my thinking, so I can get some more guesses. What did you do, first graders? I want to know. Let me in that brain. Let me have it. I want to know. Did you do this? Did you compare them? Did you say, well, there were more purple dots than there were green dots? Did you notice that? How many more purple dots were there? Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 more purple dots, right? So that means there were 6 fewer green dots than there were purple dots. So 6 fewer green dots. What else did you do? Did you try to count by 4s? I doubt it. I don't know. Did anybody think about that? Because there's a group of 4 right there. So 4, another 4 makes 8. And another 4 makes 9, 10, 11, 12. But then we could make another equal group of 4. We have 2 hanging out. So we have 4 and 4 and 4 plus 2. Did anybody do that? I don't know. I wish I could get into your brains. Come on, let me in. All right, we are going to take a peek at our story problem called the zoo. Now, you guys have probably been to a zoo before, but it may have been a little while now. So let's imagine we're at the zoo. There's some lions, there's some tigers, there's some bears, oh my. And, there's not the same number of animals for each type. Like, there might be more monkeys than there are giraffes, right? They don't have tons of giraffes at the zoo in general. All right, so let's check out what we got here. The zoo. All right, read it with me. Here we go. There are lions and tigers at the zoo. How many fewer tigers than lions are at the zoo? Okay, so we're going to stop to imagine that. And I want you to think about the things that you know for sure as we read this. And maybe the things that we will know for sure. Okay, there are lions and tigers at the zoo. How many fewer tigers than lions are at the zoo? Okay, so something we know for sure is that there are going to be fewer tigers than lions. So we know for sure the number for lions is going to be greater than the number of what? Tigers. I had to think about it. See how I had to go back and read the story? Even I have to do that. Okay, so I'm trying to make the picture in my head, and I think it would help me to have my numbers. So let's check out the number sets. You might choose 10 and 3, or you might choose 20 and 3, or you might choose 30 and 13. Now, I think today I'm going to read it with this number set, 20 and 3, but remember, you have to pick your just right number set. So if this feels really good to you, you're picking that one. If this feels really good to you because you have strong strategies here and here, good to go. All right, so I'm going to put 20 on the first line, 3 on the second line. There are 20 lions and 3 tigers at the zoo. Okay, so now we know there are way more lions than tigers at the zoo. How many fewer tigers than lions are at the zoo? So the wording here is tricky for me, so I'm using my tools. So I'm thinking about my 20, and I'm thinking about my 3 tigers, like that, right? And I'm trying to figure out how many fewer tigers there are than lions, right? So I'm kind of looking at them, just checking them out to see. All right, so you might want to have your tools. Oh, there she goes. I'm dropping tools again, kids. This always happens to me. You might want to have your tools. You might want to have a number line, a 120 chart. You might want to have anything that helps you make sense of the numbers in your head and on paper. All right, kids, I will see you next time. Bye.